So clearly from the report card that you've just heard described, there is a crisis in British Columbia. And sadly, our provincial politicians seem willing to simply shrug their shoulders, wring their hands, and talk about low taxes instead of dealing with the issue of child poverty. Politicians so far are choosing to ignore the solution, one of the important solutions to the issue of child poverty in this province, and that's the $10 a day childcare plan. Many people don't realize now that childcare in this city particularly can cost as much as $1,915 a month for one child for 1 month. There are only enough spaces for about 20% of children in our province, and people working in the field are earning poverty wages. Clearly, you have to be wealthy and lucky in BC to access a quality licensed childcare space. There are consequences when families cannot afford and cannot access licensed childcare. Parents cannot go to work, parents cannot go to school, and they remain in poverty. There is a low-income subsidy the provincial government makes available, but you have to be so poor to qualify for that subsidy that typically you can't afford the difference between the subsidy and the actual cost of the care. For instance, the toddler maximum subsidy, if you've got an 18-month-old child in this province, is $635 a month. And the care I just told you about, $1,900 a month. Not many middle-income families are able to even afford that cost. And children are losing out on the advantages of early care and learning in BC. Either with no child care, the family remains in poverty, or the child is perhaps in unregulated or illegal care. And children are vulnerable when they start kindergarten. The results that we have from the Human Early Learning Partnership show us that on average 30% of children are showing up for kindergarten not ready to be as successful as they could be. Quality childcare benefits all children in every income bracket, but particularly low-income and vulnerable children. Did you know childcare is the second highest expense for a family after their housing cost? All sorts of families with young children tell me about their struggles with childcare. They might be journalists, reporters, cameramen, grocery clerks, but the issue is so much more insurmountable for low-income families. Childcare is a key solution to solving the problem of child poverty in British Columbia. First Call, the organization that's hosting us here today, has endorsed the $10 a day childcare plan, as have thousands of British Columbians, municipalities, school boards, labor groups, academics, parents and grandparents. The plan calls for a maximum childcare fee of $10 a day for full-time care, $7 a day for part-time care, and no user fee at all for families who make less than $40,000 a year. And it's important to know there's a benefit to business and government for investing in the $10 a day plan. We know from Quebec's experience that the plan starts to pay for itself after 12 years. The research is clear that the quality of care children receive in their early years is important and does deliver developmental benefits. Affordable quality childcare supports families to go to work, to go to school. What we need is the political will to deal with child poverty in this province by implementing the $10 a day childcare plan. The same way that governments choose to make other issues priorities, those priorities that are important to British Columbians. The $10 a day childcare plan is key to poverty reduction in British Columbia. Thank you.